I made a video yesterday talking about a genomics company called Cobar, and I sort of said that this is the next Bio-Nanogenomics, BNGO. Great stock, massive stock. We're going to look at the charts in a minute, and you guys are going to be really, really impressed because even though they've fallen a lot, they're still up over 700% over the past year, which is crazy, right? So somebody commented and said, "You're really going to compare this to Bio-Nanogenomics, brah?" Come on, brah. And I was like, it got me thinking. You're right. It is no Bio-Nanogenomics because Bio-Nanogenomics is super, super unique, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video. We're also going to go over some numbers and some charts for Bio-Nanogenomics as well. One of my favorite companies out there, period. So you guys will find out why in this video, so stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the Tip Ranks YouTube channel. I'm Richard Allen. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. We're going to talk about Bio-Nanogenomics. I'm on a genomics kick right now because, like I said in my video yesterday, I found mold in my bathroom. And you're like, what does this have to do with genomics? Nothing. What I realized is I am not genetically predisposed to deal with the previous homeowner's mistakes. They did a terrible job remodeling their bathroom down here, and I found black mold behind sheetrock where there shouldn't be regular sheetrock. It was really bad, but it's all cleaned up. It looks great now. But it got me thinking about genomics and genetics in general. Yesterday's comment saying, look, you can't compare this to Bio-Nanogenomics. You were spot on if you're watching this video. I absolutely love Bio-Nanogenomics, and doing more research and thinking about this company made me realize again how much I love this company and why. Because they're doing some great research, both for neurological disorders, different diseases, cancers, autism, like so many things that this company is doing that other companies can't do because of their optical genome mapping that is unique to Bio-Nanogenomics. So Bio-Nanogenomics has seen tremendous growth in their Sapphire systems. They've inked a deal with the National Health Service in the United Kingdom. So the Sapphire systems are used there in various ways. Its business has been offering genetic testing services for well over 9 years and has successfully performed 65,000 tests for people with neurodevelopment concerns. Bio-Nanogenomics reported financial results for the second quarter of 2021, ending June 30th, and announced total revenue of approximately $3.9 million, showing an increase in 226% on a year-over-year basis. And this beat analyst expectations of $3.3 million. They reported operating expenses of $12.2 million in the first quarter to $17.9 million in the second quarter, so their expenses did go up quite a bit, and they had outstanding cash and cash equivalents of $333 million. That is almost a 10x increase over the same period last year. Going forward, Bio-Nanogenomics hopes to introduce a prototype of a next generation Sapphire system by the end of the current fiscal year. The company also expects to reach an installed base of 150 Sapphire systems by the fourth quarter, showing a 50% increase when compared to the same quarter of 2020. Like I said in yesterday's video, I think the genomic space is going to do really, really well over the next decade, and on and on and on. I think genomics companies will be the next big sector of the economy. I think they're going to take over the tech sector from the tech sector and be the next multi-trillion-dollar companies. I think genomics really going to have a huge couple decades going forward, because there's just so much possibility in what genomics can do. And a company like Bio-Nanogenomics with patented proprietary technology like their Sapphire optical genome mapping system that works in tandem with things like what Pacific Biosciences does and what Invitae does. These companies will be around for a very, very long time, doing a lot of great work out there in the realm of maybe even curing things like cancer and other diseases that people struggle with on an everyday basis that we don't really have any sort of cures for right now. So I'm really excited for Bio-Nanogenomics going forward. So the forward PE of around 50 doesn't really scare me too much, but it is high. So I'll give you guys that. It is really, really high. But this stock is down quite a bit from highs of almost $16 per share, $15.69. If you take a peek at the chart over the past year, it had that peak. Like this mirrors pretty much every tech stock, every growth stock out there. Everything fell in February like crazy. But if you look back at this run way back here, like last year in October, November, December. In December, there were delisting fears for Bionanogenomics, and that's how it kind of got on everybody's radar. There were delisting fears. They said, look, you have a very short period of time. If you don't get your stock trading above $1, you're delisted from the stock exchange. And Bionanogenomics had some great PR pushes after that, and they did some amazing work. And then, boom, the stock just shot up. It went from trading at 50 some cents a share. Within 3 weeks, it was trading over $7 per share. It was crazy volume. And look at that volume there. Hundreds of millions of shares of this stock were traded, and then it fell back into the fives. But then eventually it went on this long run here. I purchased it after this dip here, and I kind of just waited. I purchased it around $5. Once it ran up into the 15s, though, just full disclosure, I did sell. So I had a really good profit there, and I bought when it dipped back down into the fives back here in May. So I kind of saw the writing on the wall here with BNGO and a lot of growth stocks in general. But I bought back in, so I'm kind of even and flat where I was right now. Similar cost basis to where I had back here. So I really love this company long term, what they're doing with cancer research and things like that. They have an unparalleled ability to detect structural variants, and structural variants are changes in our DNA, in our genome that can affect how we are susceptible to disease or not. And they're doing some really cool stuff on that front. And they're cheaper and faster than a lot of other methods of doing the same thing. So amazing technology. Really excited for this company. Thank you for the comment, for making me think about Bionanogenomics again. I absolutely love this company. And I think you will too. I think this is an accumulation phase right now, right around this $5 mark. Now, it's any sort of crash in the market or correction in the market is inevitable. You've got to know that as an investor, okay? So it's something to think about. Could this go lower? Yeah, absolutely. But my kind of outlook on the market is if this stock does go lower, it's a chance to accumulate more shares. And if you like a company, think of like Tesla or something like that. A lot of people, when it dips under $700, under $650, under $500, wherever it is at the moment, people tend to think of those times as accumulation phases because they believe in the company long term. I feel the same way about BNGO, Bionanogenomics, as I do about a company like Tesla. I think they're both going to be around for a very long time. And maybe some of you will think I'm crazy for comparing the two. But if you compared Tesla to Google or Amazon 5 years ago, a lot of people thought you were crazy for that comparison, and now a ton of people hold Tesla and wish they would have bought when it was $70 a share pre-split. So kind of keep that in mind when you think about these valuations long term. But I think genomics is going to be really the hot sector over the next decade or two even. And I think these are going to be the next big tech companies that are really going to be these next trillion-dollar, multi-trillion-dollar valuation companies. Just my opinion, obviously not financial advice. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for another video. As always, if you learned anything new or found any value in this video at all, let me know by hitting that subscribe button down below and give me a like if you found any value in this at all. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.